welcome to Anotherview with Amarachi. I am your host, Amarachi AGK. As usual, I have my wonderful friends here with me, Oge Anu, Tawa Dalawo, and my very good friend, Folake Shobowo. Welcome, ladies. Today we're talking about navigating a different work culture and ethics. We all agree it's a totally different. Yeah, it's totally. And we had lots of things in our mind when we were moving here. Expectations. So let's talk about it all. I'm very excited because this is a platform where we tell it all, unscripted, the real thing. Yes, it is. So what were your thoughts about job opportunities before, moving to Canada? Like, what was employment like? Did you guys ever had to think about it?
When I was done with school, moving to Canada, I always thought, oh, it's going to be very easy to get a job, When I was done with school, for the first 3 months, I was searching. I was putting, applying for jobs. I was not getting anything. I was getting sad. I was getting depressed. I wanted, something in my field, and it wasn't forthcoming. And I was on a clock. I was on a timeline. I had a time that I need this job. So it changed my mind. Looking back at that time, it changed my mind about how it's not that easy to get a job when you're moving from Nigeria to Canada. You don't have what they call the Canadian work experience.
So you were not expecting miracles.
So I wasn't expecting any miracles. But I was putting in my best. I was trying. I studied for the interview. I studied the job. I did my own research, but I wasn't getting it. Sometimes I get to the last stage of the interview, and then I hear, oh, I'm sorry, it's someone else. But now it's different. I've gotten that experience, so it's easier for me now.
You're lucky.
Yes.
I came in with full knowledge that this is going to be a struggle. Mostly because my father always told me, this is going to be a struggle.
No.
So my dad was always forthcoming. Like, everything's competitive. You have to put your best foot forward. Yeah. Sometimes you're going to get rejected. That's okay. Keep trying. So I came in knowing that, okay, getting a job, as easy as it may sound, and people will maybe think it's easy, it's a struggle. You will get rejected.
Yeah.
If you don't, well, congratulations to you. But that shouldn't deter you. Keep trying.
Did you get any rejections, though, when you started looking for jobs?
Time. Constantly. Some people didn't even call me back. So,
yeah.
So it's not easy, but it's possible. So.
And the Nigerian in me, I was hurt. I was like, I'm a Nigerian. I put my best foot forward all the time. So what's happening? But that's just it.
Yeah, but lots of people think that the grass is always greener
on the other side.
On the other side. So if I'm not getting a job in Nigeria, once I come to Canada, man, from the airport, from the airport, people asking me, which of the jobs do you want?
And I'm going to be honest with you, that was kind of my mindset. Because before I came, I would check on Indeed, check on Monster. You'd see 1,500 project management vacancies. So in my mind, I'm like, 1,005, my own is there. My own is
one, it can't be that bad.
But getting here, it was... And even recruiters will call me, even before I came here, and I'll be like, okay, I'm not here yet. And they'll be like, okay, when you land, let us know, this and that. And then I finally land, and then I apply. There was a day I told my husband, like, we don't have a job, but we're actually working, because looking for a job is a full-time job, I tell you.
Yes.
Because for every job advert, you have to do a new resume, you have to do another cover letter. We had folders for different companies, different job titles and everything. After a while, it was like a graph, you come in, like, whatever, we're going to, like she said, like,
I'm a Nigerian, I'm best foot forward. I'm very educated.
And then, after a couple of, sorry, we have gone with another person, you'd be like, wait, what's going on? I mean, if I was a very superstitious person, I would say maybe my village people came. You would even apply for jobs that were maybe not even up to. I was a project manager. I would apply for customer service jobs, and I still wouldn't get it.
You were applying for customer service jobs?
I tell you,
wow,
you don't want to know how many. I have resume for every and anything in IT, from customer service to technical support, everything
But you
that
went
was
through
possible.
those positions, so it makes sense, right? Before you become a PM, right?
And-
you have to have those experiences.
And so I would ask my husband, so these people that are getting this job, I want to know what kind of English they're speaking or like what qualifications do they have. But what I learned on that journey, number one is a lot of us, we just come and we feel, I've got this, what's there? It's work. I've been working for 20 years, 15 years, so how different can it be? Take a step back and learn because it's a different environment.
Totally.
It is a different environment. As a project manager back home, my word was law. When I come, madam has come, people stand up. Like if you're not measuring up, I report you, you can get fired. But I had to let go of all of that and learn that in this environment, it's more about collaboration. It's more about, you know, being supportive. It's more about, we don't care about what you know, can the people work with you?
Yes, I think
Because
it's
we
very
don't want to
important
bring
to
you
them.
in,
Yeah,
and then you're the
here.
reason other people are leaving the job, you know. I was lucky. There was a course that was holding at that time, and it was like an integration course for immigrants. And this woman kept telling us that, yes, you have transferable skills. So the issue is not with your technical skills, it's with the soft skills. So she kept teaching us, like, when you go for an interview, if you meet somebody, can you sell yourself in 1 minute? Because a lot of us, you know, we like to talk plenty grammar, but out of all the things you've said, they can't pick one thing that, you know, sells you.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think take a step back, learn the environment, understand the work culture of where you are now. And sometimes you might have to start from a lower place. And I tell you, another thing that I learned is, as a project manager, you're more or less like a CEO because they're giving you money to do stuff with it. They don't know me. They don't know, yes, I have my qualifications evaluated, but they've never seen me work. And I'm coming from a very different place. Nobody's, even as a businessman, I won't give you money if I don't know you. So I understood that it's difficult for you to give me a project management role because you don't understand where I'm coming from. But if I get, even if it's customer service or technical support in IT, and then I grow, because then you know me. Oh, for like she speaks well. Yeah, when she comes for meetings, she has very good insights and everything. So it is doable, but it's a learning curve. I'll tell you.
Experience.
Very, I tell you.
Humbling experience.
Yes,
Very.
it is. And I think we should learn to take that humbling experience as the learning process to, you know, the things that we've been thinking about that Canada is, if you follow that. And it also helps you build your work experience that, you know, counts for you on your resume too. So why not? But the idea of thinking that, oh, when you just land from the plane, the job, I don't know. And another thing, again, I just want to put out there is the soft skill we're talking about. You know, sometimes we know how to get hands-on on job, but working with people, interrelationship with people, I realize that when you want to do reference, like be a referee for referral for somebody to get a new job, they ask questions like, do you think this person is workable? Like, does it relate well with people? Even they ask more of that question than even the work that he or she is going to do for the company. Do you think this person is sociable? This person is able to interact? I'm like, oh, this is really good. So I think it's something we should start considering as part of, you know, things that could actually be hindering you from making those, you know, big jobs that you're looking out for. What was your career aspiration when you were moving to Canada?
So, you know, moving to Canada, school, I did my school first. You know, I wanted to venture into the human resources field. But that changed for me, you know, after my schooling, I was on a time frame. I needed to make sure that I was qualified to become a legal resident of Canada, right? I had a time frame. So I was searching for 3 months for a job in my field, and it wasn't forthcoming. And I remember my husband then, he was my boyfriend, he said, okay, we don't have time. You don't have time. You need to, you know, take on anything. So that eventually worked out. But now, having those experiences has helped me to build my career. Now I'm more focused. I know where I want to go. I know what I want to do. I'm currently in the banking world, so it's a career that I love. I love what I'm doing, and I want to grow more, you know, in that field as well.
When I came here, I went to university too. For completely different reasons. I was honestly lost coming here. I had a passion. I know what I wanted to do, but I didn't think I could actually do it. It was only after like realizing that I should just do it because it's my life. I'm the one who has to live with my decisions. So I want to be in the entertainment industry. Yes.
Wow.
For a moment, I did think my parents would disown me. There was moments of fear, I'm not gonna lie. So I wanted to do that. And it's tough because I didn't go to like an entertainment school. I didn't study any of that. So I'm currently learning on like figuring out how to go about doing this, like networking, teaching myself. I also want to write books.
Oh, yeah.
Because life isn't hard enough, apparently. And I'm just learning how to do that. So I'm like, I've sent my books off to an editor to have it edited so I can have it published. I've been in short films. I've been in a miniseries. I am slowly working. Yep, I'm slowly working towards what I want to do. It's slow, but it's going. So, and that's what matters.
I mean, considering your parents are in the medical field, that is a plus.
That's a plus.
That is a plus.
Like they're not telling you, Tawa, you have to be a doctor.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I've got 2 other siblings, so pressure's on them now. Like every time they talk about like my brother and sister university, I'm like, good luck.
I've always wanted to be in IT, and I think it's always been IT for me. So
when you were moving to Canada, you had no other aspirations, or
no,
it's just going to be that way?
It was IT. The only other thing was outside of IT, like I had a lot of other passions that I didn't have time for, because outside of work, church, and family, there was, and even with those 3, you know how you juggle ball. If I focus on one, like the other 2 are definitely suffering. You know, that was the way my life was then. So coming here, it was more about finding that balance. Yes, I loved my work. I enjoy what I do, but I didn't like the fact that every other thing was suffering because I was moving ahead in my career. So for me, when I came, even though I wanted the job, but that balance was important for me. So even in the jobs that I want, because there were some jobs that I did get that would involve traveling, or it's in a location that I have to drive maybe 2 hours. I don't want none of that. I mean, I had enough.
You paid your dues.
Yeah, I think I've paid my dues in Lagos. So for me, it was about the balance.
Oh yeah, that's good to know. What I see here in Regina, it seems like Africans or Nigeria, let me just narrow it down to Nigeria, are very intentional about the career choices that we make. Which careers have you noticed we get involved in often here?
Oh, nursing. I've seen a lot of people, from different background in Nigeria, and they come down here and they venture into nursing. So that's one thing I would say. A lot of Nigerians that are doing nursing, and I think they equate nursing to being successful. Some of them are very passionate about nursing, and while some I can make good money being a nurse as well. So,
but it's not easy going to nursing school.
It's not. I mean, there are other careers, that you could also do and be successful in. It's just that I don't know. I think everybody just wants to become nurse.
Oh, yeah, no, like you're not wrong. Like a lot of my sister's friends, because she's about to go into university, most of them are like nursing.
Do you think it's the idea from their parents, though, or?
I don't know. If it's going to be from their parents, I'm surprised I don't hear more people wanting to become doctors. I've only heard like 1, maybe 2 people. But like my sister wants to go into medicine, and she would be like taking like biology and science and stuff like that. But you don't hear. But like the idea is that what do you want to be? Be a doctor. But like I don't hear them saying, I want to be a doctor. I hear them say, oh, I'm going to nursing, and that tells me they want to be a nurse, And then for boys, I mostly hear they're taking business courses in university. So I assume they want to work in businesses, maybe start their own.
It could be also the length. To be a doctor, it takes a longer time. And then it costs a lot of money too.
I know you're going to mention IT.
I am going to mention IT, and it was very funny when I came that every single person I talked to wants to be a business analyst. Like you would find people who even have 0 experience in IT, and they'll just call you, for like I hear, there's a lot of business analyst jobs and everything. I'm like,
what are you going to do there?
Exactly. Yes, there are opportunities, but then what do you bring to the table? Because at the end of the day, it's not just about, just get the job. How do I get the job? And, like we've all mentioned that Nigerians were very focused. If we want something, we'll do any and everything to get it. But then when you get there, what do you have to offer? So, and then there's also Scrum is selling. Now everybody's doing Scrum Master exam. They want to become a Scrum Master, and you don't have any experience. So that's what I've noticed in IT. But I think on the other hand, also there's a lot of I see a lot of people going into more of personal care, being
Support
personal.
workers,
yeah,
yeah.
that also is something that I've noticed here.
I also think banking too.
Banking.
Yeah. Like customer care.
Yeah, yeah.
I forgot the call centers.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So Nigerians, we talk well. So I think it's more
Yeah.
if you arrive, like when you arrive and you're looking for a job, when those big ones are not coming up, you can also apply for the customer care center.
And
We're
I think
actually
call
we're
center
actually
is-
very
is
articulate. We talk well.
a good way to enter anywhere.
When
Because in customer care, you know all the problems that everybody's having.
yes,
So it's a very good place to start.
if you actually were successful in any of your jobs back home, you would be involved in talking somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe public
You're
speaking.
Nigerian.
You're Nigerian, right?
You talk.
So I think
you talk.
it's okay to actually start with banking, the call center, and that
Oh,
way.
I've worked in the call center before.
Oh, how was it?
Yeah.
It was good?
Fantastic. Yeah, I loved it.
Let's go on a quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to talk about those jobs that Nigerians are always saying, "No, I can't do this job. Yes, this job places me here. No, I can't do that job." We'll be right back. Stay with us.